What is up, everybody? It's Reverse TV here today. So apparently, Phil Spencer had an interview where he's asked about the PS5 DualSense controller, and he said the DualSense could inspire some Xbox controller changes. So people are speculating that this Phil's gonna somehow just put all the DualSense features inside the Xbox Series controllers, which I kind of hope they don't do. I really don't hope. I really hope they don't do it. Like I said before on my videos, I think the Xbox controller is perfectly fine how it is. I mean, they could use some implement some changes. Like I think that was a pretty cool idea that the PS5 had was like the microphone that's inside the controller, where you speak into the controller, it's like an actual mic. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. But other than that, I don't care about the whole DualSense, the haptic features and stuff like that, Rumble, whatever. I don't care about that. It's like just keep the controller how it is. At least if they're gonna do this, make the DualSense stuff optional, like because that's just eating away at the battery too. It's like I don't care about the whole haptic feedback stuff. I'm gonna keep the same energy I did before this whole interview happened. I said before I didn't care about the whole DualSense features. I still stick with that statement. I don't really care about the features like that. But I do think that the microphone itself controller is definitely impressive technology. Other than that, I kind of want them to keep the Xbox controller how it is. Keep that template the same. Don't change it. Please don't change that whatsoever. So we're gonna get to the comments that people are talking about with this whole transpiring of events. So this guy says, Phil is wise and humble, something Sonny and his fanboys will never understand. You think Xbox fanboys are humble? They brag about having the most powerful console despite the fact that 8 months after launch, Xbox still doesn't have a single new exclusive out. As much as I hate Xbox, I gotta admit the controller is always better than DualShocks, though I've yet to hold a DualShock 5 in my hands. Gyroscope plus built-in mic, yes please. Gimmicks, triggers, and LRA haptics, nope. Let's see. I was so happy when my PS5 controller worked on my PC. I hate the Xbox controller so much. The buttons just don't feel at all good to press. Let's see. Yes, no thank you to the haptic feedback. Yes, that's cool, but the positions of the joysticks are S. After I had my first Xbox, I started loving the joysticks position from Xbox controllers, and PlayStation controllers became big S feeling wise. Gonna require 4 AA for this one. Oh, so is he making a joke that you gotta see how to use batteries in Xbox controller? Okay, who cares? It's like I'd rather have batteries and be tethered to a small cable and be that's the only option you can do. So I'm like, I don't understand the battery argument people still have about with the controllers. Xbox copies, PlayStation innovates. Is he serious? PlayStation literally copies everybody. Like PlayStation copies everybody. Like this guy with this revisionist history right here, PlayStation innovates. It's like literally like at least like I could think of a few things they copied just off the top of my head, like the PlayStation what was that? The PlayStation Move controllers. They're like they just copied the Wii controllers. I'm trying to see what else. I'm drawing a blank, but PlayStation is definitely not the one you want to say who innovates. They copy a lot of people. Like, what is he talking about here? Imagine owning a trash box. Oh, this dude is pissed off. The Xbox controller has better ergonomics than the DualShock, and I will say it's the best controller overall. However, the DualShock 5 has advanced haptic feedback and a pure premium feel to the materials. Good. Both companies should learn to use the strengths of the competitors, so it's better for the consumer. PS5 has some nice features on their controller. Would be awesome to have on Xbox. Okay. I have both systems, and I think Microsoft and Sony need to understand that we should come first. Uh, if they do, I hope they find a more efficient way to add haptic without the short battery life. I like the DualSense with my Elite Series 2 as the best controller I've ever played on. Gross, the PS5 controller is a gimmick. I've used it. I don't want a touchpad or those stupid haptic features on a controller. It's not a toy. Yeah, like I said, I might be in the minority, but I don't care about these whole haptic features that the PS5 controller has. Like the big game they was hyping up with the DualSense features was the Astros Playroom, and it just felt like a cheap gimmick the entire time I was playing that game. It was like a lot of people was like gushing over that game. I'm like, literally, do I really want to blow into a controller? Do I literally want to like I just didn't care for it, to be honest. I didn't care for any of those features. That's all like I'm like the Xbox controller. I want you to just stick with that template, maybe add the microphone and just leave it as that. I wouldn't mind any technology advances with the Xbox controller, but please don't change the joystick position. They're the reason why I prefer the Xbox controller. Yeah, I agree. Uh, it should, I like have the feedback contrary to what some say. It's not a gimmick. Hopefully, we get an announcement at the end of this year. For the love of God, please don't implement the haptic feedback. Add whatever it has extra. Skip the untouched pad, triggers, and the blowhole, though, so they can keep those. I believe he means that when Xbox introduces them, if demand is high enough, they become an industry standard. If so, then good job to Sony, similar to the share button. Those things are good changes. I remember people saying PlayStation 5 gamers overhyped the gimmick controller. What happened? You do know a lot of people still think the controller's a gimmick. Okay, that didn't really change anything. The Xbox controller layout is fine now. If it had adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, it could be legendary. They never talked about changing the layout. Yeah. So this guy says, I'm new to Xbox and I absolutely hate the controller. It feels off for some reason. PlayStation do have better controllers. And once again, this whole controller thing is preference and opinion. It's all preference at the end of the day. I am a Sony fan, but I have both PS5 and Series X. I'm happy that Phil is a humble guy and understands his gaming community and improve where it needs to improve. Something Sony needs to learn to humble themselves. Both companies can learn from each other and grow. So now let's get to the quote tweets. It says, to be honest, you guys need to stop this console war. Stop saying Xbox better or PlayStation. And both are great consoles and have amazing games. I agree. Y'all are grown men calling a console a trash box and a Game Station 5 in the comments of a business-based tweet. Shut the F up and enjoy whatever you want, however you want. That's the point of video games in the first place. This is not directed towards the original poster. As long as the left analog stick stays where it's at. Xbox so trash, ain't never got their own ideas. Okay. Xbox is so trash. I would really like to know why people buy that as. This image infuriates me. Playbox Series 5. I prefer the Xbox controller size and offset sticks, but apart from that, it looks pretty interesting. Well, PlayStation already copied the layout of the Xbox remote. LOL. Good, the DualSense is superior to the Xbox controller, and it ain't even close. Okay. The only thing I like about the Xbox controller is the longer lasting battery life, although it sucks that you have to actually buy the damn batteries. I mean, you can just buy rechargeable batteries, but okay. And this whole DualSense being superior, once again, it's all preference. Like, some people could not care about the whole rumble feature, the haptic feedbacks. Just want to just play on a regular controller and look about the gimmicks. This is so cursed. Nah, I'm good. Just put the fancy S onto the Xbox controller and then leave it at that. No need for a massive design change. Controller of the future PS5 / DualSense. They're literally ripping off the PS5 DualSense controllers a little late to the party. To be honest, if Microsoft can add some of the DualSense technology and still keep the comfort and feel the Xbox controller, it would be a god tier controller. Give me this and I'm good. To be honest, this looks pretty fire. Best controller in history. truly the superior console. Whoever made this is goofy. The DualSense has some pretty cool features that the Xbox could benefit from. Straight up rip off adaptive triggers and haptics, and it'll make that S way more likely to be used. Make it less bulky. Phil Spencer says PlayStation is better than Xbox. Phil Spencer didn't say that, but it's interesting he got that from that quote. Okay. PS5 best system. Sony always been winning since PS1. Please no. It's annoying that people criticize Xbox for copying PlayStation ideas when in reality these companies inspire each other. They all copy off each other, bro. It's obvious they all copy off each other. Like with the whole 360 having achievements and PlayStation surely had a trophies after. Like they all copy off of each other. Like it's just ridiculous to think that one company is extremely original, other company is just copying. Like it's dumb to think that. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Like people are giving their thoughts about this. Let me know your thoughts about this. If you want these features on your Xbox controller, if you are an Xbox gamer, like I said myself personally, I think the mic is a pretty cool idea, but I don't care about the whole haptic feedback and DualSense stuff. The other like DualSense features, I don't really care for. But if they add it on an optional controller, like a different type of controller that's not the regular series controllers, then sure, that people have more options. But I don't really care for it. But definitely share your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.